Hi friends, this is Chris with Josephine's Design. I am back with a very quick introduction of how I'm going to set up and just do a very quick journal for my husband for Father's Day is what I think I decided. So I've got my kit from DEK. I've added a few other things and I'm going to share with you what I added. So I added some paper, just basic cardstock. Some is from Stamps of Life, and then some is just from Walmart, okay? So we're just going to keep it simple. I just picked colors that I thought would kind of blend with, and I thought those were fun things. Now, these all, the papers and this all come, I believe, from the May Stamps of Life kit. So I've got the cabochons, I've got the like covered cloth buttons. So I'm thinking the two blues would be great here. And if you wanted to throw in pink or red, you could do that if they were, but this is going to be for a man, so I'm just going to stick to the color theme. I love these gold colored ones or maize colored, and then the green and then the blue. It all works. I also have some of these dimensional stickers from Little Birdie, which I love Little Birdie. So I thought I would use the yellow and the blue, and I thought they were perfect. And then the pink and purple, I can always find something for that. I do have some butterflies. I may or may not use these. These are just left over from a previous kit I had. And then I just have some miscellaneous kind of sentiment type dimensional stickers, and these are also from Little Birdie. So, and if you really watch Little Birdie, you can catch a lot of sales. It's really wonderful. So I have a stack of dies that were in the May kit. So I have the scallop, the border scallop. I have the hello, the border hello. I have the the stamp from that month. And then I also have the Sweet Memories, which I think is a wonderful, wonderful sentiment. And then I also have florals. And we're talking about bees and all kinds of other things that are definitely floral oriented, that kind of a thing. I also have a few scraps, and I have some more scraps that I'll probably be resourcing. And as long as it matches, I'm going to grab it. I grabbed, sorry, my chair's making weird noises. I apologize. I thought these two ribbons were perfect for it. These were in Stamps of Life kits, and I believe these were both May. One of them may be June, but I can't remember. I also have these from Amazon, and they're just heart sticky notes. And sometimes you just got to put a little something extra in there, and you need something to journal on, and maybe use something that simple. And then lastly, I wanted to share this with you. I just ordered a case of this dot glue runner. I have the big tape guns, but sometimes I find that when my hands are really sore, I don't use them as much. So I went with this dot glue runner. We're going to see how it goes. I got to have a case of it, so let's hope it goes well, right? So anyways, so let me show you my basic setup. I'll come back periodically, share probably this over a series of parts. Hopefully there won't be too many parts. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm keeping everything in the zipper pouch that all the DEK goodies came in. And this is a perfect example why these pouches are so great for projects like this. They are just perfect. And, even things like your scraps are perfect with the dies for, cutting out words and sentiments and flowers and whatnot. It's just perfect. So all of this is just going to fit down in my bag, and then it's one-stop shopping. Okay, so there's that. I've got all that ready to go. So now I can literally fit my papers in there and all my other goodies. So I'm just going to set this right there. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at each one of these pages and decide what I want where. And I even put in white paper, white cardstock, because why not? Why not? Okay, so I think I want this to be my cover, but I'm not 100% sure yet, so I'm going to keep looking. So, and what I'm going to do while I'm doing this as well, I'm going to be thinking, what what size do I want to make it, etc. Now, if I take one of these and I fold them in half, I basically get this size of a journal. And I love that, but I'm not sure that I'm 100% there. So I'm thinking I may trim it down a little bit, and I will tell you why. Well, no, I take that back because I love this whole thing. think I'm just going to go for it as is. I do want this, and one of the options for this is you can put this in the middle, but then you have a tendency that you want to put pictures on it and things like that, and I don't want to, so I'm going to take it right like this. I'm going to take it literally and just put it right here. Let me grab my bone folder. You do not have to have a bone folder, but I have one here, so why not use it? And if you're not going to score it, I suggest you fold both corners first and set that up, and then you kind of go down. And it's that simple. I mean, you guys probably already know this, and I'm speaking to the choir, but it is kind of nice every now and then for people to share a little tip or technique, because if you're like me and then you fold things and you go, oh, well, that didn't turn out good. Well, that's why. Start with the corners and then work your way down. So isn't that a gorgeous cover? And then with some of the ephemera, it's going to be beautiful. I know, and I really love this. And see, I'm not 100% there yet. I'm just going to go through, fold, put things together, match up paper and things like that. And then, I can change my mind yet. I can still decide, do I want it here? Do I want it there? That kind of a deal. Now, you may actually see some of this gorgeous paper and say, hey, I think I want to cut that out and use it as ephemera. Then do it. It's your journal. It's your, if you get the subscription box, it's your box. But, yeah, I mean, use your kits the way you want to. You do not have to use them the way anybody else does. You need to do what's best for you. And that's just one of those things that I always just tell people, you know what? Have fun. Enjoy your journey. Do not worry what everybody else is doing. You just do what you want to do. Isn't this vellum absolutely charming? I know. It's so cute. So cute. I love this. I love the little bees in this kit. I think it's so cute. And the color combination is insane. So, now I really love this. To me, this almost looks like bee toile from the first time I saw it. Okay, so you've got to watch your direction too to see which way you want to go. I think I'm going to flip these and do this one on the outside because I like it so much. And I'm so sorry, my husband is weed eating. So, hey honey. Let's see if my daughter can come shut this door because I cannot reach it. Yes, sweetie, can you come shut the door? Thank you, baby. So, and I like how this looks. So, you just have to watch out for your direction. So, the bees are going down here, but then you look at the legs here. So, you're trying to figure out, bees don't fly upside down. Their legs don't stick up. So, that's how you have to look at that. So, just watch your direction on your paper. I mean, that's kind of like, paper crafting 101 again. But it's good. It's really good to know those things. And if you didn't know, my husband does keep a beehive, though I am very allergic to them. It's in the back part of the property. And last year we had some very Africanized bees and very aggressive. And they attacked my husband. They attacked a young man who was working on the property. Not attacked. He got stung by one. But my husband was literally attacked. And so I don't fool around. I don't keep EpiPens on the property because they cost too much money and they can expire. And then on top of that, I'm allergic to Benadryl. So it is a real faith walk, especially since I work in the garden so much. But, one thing I've found to be true with bees is if you're in the garden, and as long as there's not a swarm of them, and it's just one bee, normally they're there working. They're not there to see you. So they're not going to attack you if you're in the garden unless you're swatting at them or you're aggravating them or you're doing something, clearly that they're not going to like. Bees tend to, at least the worker bees, tend to be working. So, yeah, you have to excuse our alarm. It goes off every time the door's open in the back. So we have a door to the basement that beeps and a door to the outside that beeps. And if my husband's involved, he is like, oh, gosh, he will leave the back door cracked and it will go off and off and off and off and off until we're all going blah, 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 blah. So But, and yes, we could turn it off, but there's some reasons why we have it on, and it works very well. All right, I am almost done, and then we will start putting the paper together. And it's okay if you feel like the paper is thin enough. Some of the paper is not thin enough to do two at once. Some is. So I feel like the white cardstock is thinner than the colored cardstock from Stamps of Life. So that is why I am like running with scissors and doing two at once. So, and this is a lovely Teflon bone folder. I've never had one, and I think they're fantastic. If you haven't worked a lot with paper, or if you have, you might know that sometimes paper can break when you use a bone folder as you are trying to crease it, even if you're using a scoring board. And so, but on things like this, I tend to not score just because I am a very rustic journal maker. So I love the more, what am I trying to say? I like it a bit more rustic. I like the kind of more the junk journal style. I mean, I'm going to be honest. I like it. I think it looks good. I never have ever, by doing this, have I had the paper break on me. And so, but, you know, for some people, it may not be as exact as they want it. And, you know, I totally get it. Do what works for you. If you want to use a score, you know, a score pal or a scoreboard or anything like that, I totally understand it. But if you look at that, it's perfectly straight, it's perfectly folded, it's neat, and it doesn't crease it. You know, some of them, if you do this side, you might get a crease on this edge, but because this is a flatter surface, and you can do this with a regular bone folder, I find that it works beautifully. So, okay, last two, and of course, these are from a Walmart. I think they're Astro Brights, but I can't remember which brand at Walmart of the cardstock. And look, you got to use what you can use. And since we are still sheltered in, if it doesn't come in a kit to me or I don't make a special order, yeah, no, it's not happening. So Walmart is great, and I have used lots of Walmart paper over the year, especially Nina White, things like that. I mean, I think it's just, you know, you just have to see what your Walmart has for you. So, okay, I'm just making sure that they're all separated, and that way, as I put things together, I can decide. So, okay, I think I'm going with this as my cover. I really am debating, but I think I'm good. And I think, and again, I'm just going to put together and change my mind. So, I'm going to start here. And so I'm going to look at my next page, which is yellow. Now, I can go with a yellow, or I can go with a white or blue or whatever else I want to do. It's your decision. I think I want to go with the white because I just want to honor and not take away from all of this. I think it's just too pretty. So, and I think my next one, I really love this blue. Let me see here. Yeah, I think this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go next with that. And then I've got my bees going the correct way. So you always want to be checking. Make sure. And then I've got a beautiful yellow here. Whoops, that's too much yellow. Hold on. So, I think, and I don't feel like that matches there as well. That yellow really does do well with that. But how about we do this? We've got brown, and there's brown in that, and I think that'll be pretty. Okay, so we've got a brown, and I think because there's a brown there, I think I'm just going to go with another solid color. Why not? So I think I'm going to go with a green, and then I think I am going to go with a white. And now I think I'm going to throw another colored paper in there. And guys, there is no official right or wrong here. You do what you like, okay? Period. End of discussion. Don't let anybody tell you how to do your journal. You do it the way you want it, okay? Yeah. So you be happy. You be you. How's that? I think I'm going to put this darling little sweetheart there on that yellow. And I think that's really pretty. And I don't want to take away from her, so I'm going to put a white one here. You know what? I think I'm going to put this light blue here. That's perfect. Okay, now I'm going to keep going. Let's see here. So I've got that. This. Oh, I've got that light brown. Love that. Another white. Okay, yay. I'm always happy to have white because you can work with white. It always works out well, you know. So I really have only one more print. So I kind of may go back in and add paper in different places. So I think I'm going to put that yellow there. I think I'm going to put this white here. I think, let me see which way this is. Yeah, I think I'm going to go brown. And then, yeah, I like that. I had to look at that and be sure I liked if that matched. I've got that. And I have a white and a blue. Now, sometimes I like to put a colored one in the center. I mean, you know, a decorative one. But for today, I think I'm going to just kind of go with this. I think that this is really pretty. So I've got that there. Ooh, I love that. That's so pretty. And I love that brown with that. Isn't that pretty? And then I've got another green. It's not an exact green, but it's a green that's kind of in the color scheme, so it still works. I've got a white. I've got my bees there with the blue. I love that blue. It's so pretty. And then this is just a wash with some gold paint drops. That yellow ties in. And then I've got my pretty bee. She is so sweet. And she shows up on both sides. So she shows up on the yellow pretty, and she shows up on that blue pretty. If I had picked something with a darker blue, we wouldn't be able to see it. So it was kind of a thought behind that. And then again, we've got more blue, more yellow, more white. And then I've got that kind of a twiggy color. And then that kind of ties into this. I think that is just gorgeous. And then here is that blue and white, and then here's a blue. This blue is not an exact match, but it is a really pretty color in here. So I'm pretty happy with that. Sometimes I put these together and then I change them around a little bit. We'll see what happens, but that gives me a start, and that's just the beginning to my journal. That's how simple it is. You seriously get a stack of gorgeous paper, double-sided paper, a stack of white cardstock and solid cardstock, and you start. And that's where you got to go. So come on back for the next part. The next part, we will begin seeing what extras we want to add in. Do we want to add in doilies? Do we want to add in, I don't know. I'm going to stop and think. And, you know, I also have goodies in my kit. I've got ephemera. I've got stickers. I've got all kinds of stuff. And I just think it's going to be fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Come on back. See what's happening. And look at this. Isn't this gorgeous? I can just add it in. I know. Dawn did a great job on this kit. So, just come on back and help me through the process. Leave me comments below. Tell me if you see something I should do, you think I should do a little differently. Tell me. I'd love to hear your thoughts. You guys are incredibly talented out there. I know that. So I'd love your feedback. Also, I'm not going to make this a junk journal style. I'm not going to use anything vintage, anything tea stained, anything coffee dyed, anything like that, because that is not my husband's thing. Now, he loves tea, but he's not a vintage kind of guy. He's a retro guy, but not a vintage. And so I think that keeping this as clean so it can be for a man, I mean, because of all the flowers and the cute bees, it's going to look kind of feminine. But for him, I think he'll enjoy it anyways. To him, he may not even see that. You know, sometimes I don't see that kind of thing. But if you have any other suggestions, leave me a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. In the meantime, I will be looking for my doilies and things like that, which I think are buried in the craft cottage, but we'll see. And yeah, so I'm super excited. I also want to do some of the die cuts, make some pockets, do all kinds of stuff. So we are going to play, my friends. We're going to have a good time. I may try to find a complimentary printed paper, and I may pull out one of the printed papers and use it. I'm not it's not unknown for me to do things like that. So, but come on back and let's see the next part of this and how we go through this process, making this journal. It is not going to be difficult. If you want to grab some decorated card, DSP designer, specialty paper, and then some cardstock and a few bits and pieces of ephemera, grab it, join in. You do yours, I'll do mine, and we'll just both make a gift in the end. Won't that be fun? All right, friends, I pray your day is blessed, creative, and lovely. Thanks so much for stopping by. I love the just getting started part. It's sometimes the hardest place to go, but yet just getting started is always good. So, all right. Hey, by the way, hello to all of our new friends. Thanks for joining. We are so glad to have you here. And for all of our tried and true La Familia, I'm so glad you're here today. This channel is nothing without all of our subscribers. You guys do the whole thing. So thank you guys. I appreciate it. And I appreciate your love and support. You guys have been amazing. Through many difficult years, and I can't thank you enough. So I'm excited to finish this project, and I'm excited to finish it with you guys. And Father's Day is not too far off, so I got to hurry up and get busy on this. So, all right, friends, pray your day is blessed, creative, and lovely. Like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, all that good stuff, and say hello if you're a new subscriber. We'd love to say hi back. And most importantly, I pray your day is filled with joy, and that you can focus on the blessings, and you can just find joy in your journey right now. And so many of you had your vaccination, or you have the immunity, the antibodies, and you're able to be out. I'm so excited for y'all. Oh, Lord willing, we'll be there soon. And that's what we're working on these days. So, anyways, just thank you so much, and for all of your encouragement. And we love you guys. Okay, guys, I'll be talking to you soon. Y'all take care. Be safe. Bye-bye.